Now, these are some of the books, Marie, that I have read over the years. This is just a very, very simple book that it was made by the Malaysian government because the rate of cancer had grown so much that they actually banned some of the ingredients that are used in the West, and that just is as I say, it's very simple and it can be handed out to people and they can look for themselves at perfumes and makeup and different things like that. And the thing about it is, it really doesn't matter. You see, the chemical industry are very smart, because they what they do is they sell cheap or they sell expensive. They sell cheap to the people who think the products are safe, and then they sell expensive to people who think because they're buying something expensive then it must be better, but the ingredients are all the same, if not worse. But anyway, you're probably know about that anyway. I suppose one of the first books that I read and that really shocked me was this book here. It was written by Martin Walker. It was called Dirty Medicine, and that really it's a great read, really, about the growth of the pharmaceutical industry and how they gained control over universities and and governments and regulatory bodies. Very, very interesting. Of course, we're moving away from that now, which is great. So this is the bad news, but the good news is the good stuff is coming. This here again is a very interesting book. Again, Cancer: Why We're Dying to Know the Truth. It's done by a medical researcher called Philip Day. There's a few books there. This one here is called Health Wars, and why all natural has been kept off the market until now. And this one here is The Wellness Industry. It's an interesting book. Hormone Heresy is a very interesting book too, because it's written by Cheryl Selman. That is really, really interesting and a real eye-opener for women, and why and how simple it is to look after our hormones. Of course, we've got, with Modere, we've got creams that balance the hormones, because progesterone is a master hormone, and the only way we can get it is through nutrients. And what doctors don't tell us, there's a lot of books there. Now that's a very, well, that one here, that's a very interesting book, very simple, not on our plate. It depicts the chemical food of food and manufacturing of food, growing and manufacturing food. And very interesting, not on the label. That's a very, very interesting lady here. Is called Natasha Cabot McBride, Dr. Natasha Cabot McBride. And again, it's talking about autism, all these depression, schizophrenia, and all that, ADHD, dyspraxia. I've been to her lecture twice, and of course I've got her books. And you know, she talks about the connection between the mental problems, the brain and the gut, and the digestive system is so important. And again, like the creams for balancing hormones, which Modere have and which I use, I have used the probiotics, we call them protoenzymes, from Modere, that again are the good bacteria in the gut, building and protecting the gut. This is an absolutely staggering book, Cancergate. That was written by that scientist that I told you about. I met him many years ago and attended his lecture. That is called Cancergate: How to Win the Losing War on Cancer, and it's very, very simple. He just talks about identifying chemicals in the shops and of how to avoid them. Now, this particular scientist has an organization, but he has left this planet, but he has left behind his legacy. And of course, this is where other scientists from environmental medicine are getting their lead from. he wrote this book as well, How to Avoid Chemicals in Personal Care Products, and he spent 2 years examining the products that Modere, ingredients that Modere use, and as I mentioned to you very quickly, it's the only company that he would recommend. They're just a few of the books. So that is some of the books, and I'm going to leave it at that now, Marie, because I'm sure you'll know why it's Modere. It's here, it's not another product. I mean, we don't need another product on the market, no matter how new or wowy it is. We need products that work. As I say, have a product that works, and then you can eliminate all the rest. And the economic benefits of this in the home and to us personally is just beyond words. So thank you for your time, and as I say, this is not the bad news. This is just for you, for your father, if he wants to. Oh, Your Body's Many Cries for Water too. That's an extremely interesting book as far as water is concerned. Chris Willems is another very interesting scientist. In all these books they have many scientists as reference for their research. So I'll send you these 2 videos, and I'll also send you the independent scientists that are behind, that finally put their name to an ingredient before Modere go into production with the ingredient. I hope I'm not making it too complex, but at the same time, I don't want you to be left not knowing, that there is more behind this company than a product. There is more. There are amazing scientists, and we're going from pharmaceuticals to nutraceuticals.